Imagine you're at a rock concert. The bass is so intense that you feel it vibrating through your entire body. Now, picture experiencing the world this way every single day. Welcome to the auditory life of snakes. These mysterious, slithering reptiles have an uncanny ability to hear sounds despite not having visible ears. It's like nature decided, let's make them cooler by removing the most obvious auditory tools. But how exactly do snakes hear? Let's dive into the video and find out. The missing ears, a bold fashion choice. If snakes were fashion icons, they'd be leading the minimalist movement. Why bother with flashy accessories like external ears when you can slither through life with a sleek, streamlined aesthetic? Indeed, snakes evolved to ditch those cumbersome ear flaps that mammals flaunt, choosing a more efficient way to hear the world around them. But don't be fooled by their earless appearance, they're far from deaf. Beneath those smooth, scaly exteriors lies a sophisticated internal hearing system that would make any audio engineer jealous. Unlike us, who rely on outer and middle ear structures to capture sound waves, snakes skip the theatrics and go straight to the main act. They pick up vibrations directly from the ground, which travel through their jawbones into their inner ears. Think of it as a wireless connection, but way cooler. This setup makes their jaws a kind of multi-purpose tool, both a vibration detector and a food-crushing machine. Its efficiency at its finest, almost as if they're saying, ears are overrated, jaws are the future. Scientists believe this adaptation is a result of millions of years of evolution, where survival meant relying on stealth and precision, rather than flamboyant appendages. Who knew simplicity could be so effective? Jaw-dropping hearing abilities. Listen to your gut. They say that for snakes, it's more like listening to their jaws. These reptiles take multitasking to the next level, using their lower jaws not just for devouring prey whole, but also for detecting the tiniest ground vibrations. Imagine if you could press your chin to the floor and instantly hear someone sneaking up on you. Sounds like a superpower, doesn't it? Well, for snakes, it's just another day at the office. Vibrations from the ground travel up their jawbones to a special bone called the quadrate, which acts like a sound relay station. From there, the vibrations are transmitted to their inner ears. This ingenious design allows snakes to pick up incredibly subtle movements, such as a mouse scurrying through leaves or even the faint footsteps of a predator. Their hearing range, typically between 80 to 600 Hz, is perfect for detecting low-frequency sounds that dominate the natural world. Imagine a personalized playlist filled with bass-heavy beats and soothing nature sounds. That's what snakes vibe to. They might not enjoy Adele's high notes, but they're all about those low vibrations. Forget AirPods. Snakes have their own built-in listening devices. The inner workings. Deep inside a snake's head lies an auditory setup so advanced that it could make a sound engineer blush. While snakes don't have the flashy external ears we mammals flaunt, their internal system is a masterclass in minimalism and functionality. The secret lies in their lower jaw, which acts as a finely tuned sound receptor. When a vibration, be it the shuffle of prey, the thud of footsteps, or even a distant earthquake hits the ground, the snake's jawbone picks it up like a radar antenna. These vibrations travel through the quadrate bone, a nifty little structure that works as a bridge, and finally reach the inner ear. Once inside the inner ear, the vibrations meet the cochlea, a spiral-shaped, fluid-filled structure that's like a tiny nightclub for sound waves. Here's where the real magic happens. The cochlea contains microscopic hair cells, which dance, bend and sway, to the rhythm of the vibrations. This movement generates electrical signals that are sent to the brain via the auditory nerve. The brain, acting as the DJ, interprets these signals into meaningful sound information. Though simpler than our mammalian ears, this system is perfectly calibrated for a snake's needs. It filters out unnecessary noise, like your karaoke practice, and focuses on survival-critical sounds. If humans could hear like snakes, we'd all be eavesdropping pros. Just imagine resting your chin on the floor and hearing your neighbor's juiciest gossip. But snakes don't have time for drama. Their hearing is all about staying alive in a world where the tiniest sound could mean dinner or danger. It's an evolutionary masterpiece, showing us that sometimes less really is more. Frequency range, the snake's ultimate playlist. If snakes were music lovers, they'd have the coolest low-frequency playlists around. Forget pop hits and screechy violin solos. Snakes are all about those deep, rumbling bass lines. They excel at detecting sounds in the range of 200 to 300 Hz, a frequency that's perfect for picking up nature's background beats. Think rustling leaves, the soft patter of a rodent's feet, or the faint vibrations of a predator's approach. This isn't just luck, it's survival science. Their frequency range is tailor-made to help them locate prey and avoid becoming someone else's meal. But don't think their hearing is limited to these low rumbles. Snakes can also detect airborne sounds if they're powerful enough to create vibrations in their environment. Imagine a distant thunderstorm rolling in. While you're just hearing the boom, a snake is practically feeling the sky rumble through its bones. This sensitivity makes them attuned to the natural world in ways we can't even fathom. And here's a fun thought. If snakes had Spotify, their curated playlists would include tracks like Footsteps in the Grass, Mouse Scurrying Symphony, and maybe even Predator's Stomp. Your conversations about taxes or the latest reality TV drama. They'd swipe left on those sounds faster than you can say no tribble. It's not that they're snobby, it's just that their hearing is focused on survival, not socializing. So the next time you're out in nature, remember that a snake might be vibing to the soundtrack of your footsteps while completely ignoring your off-key singing. Evolutionary eavesdropping. Adaptation at its finest nature, the ultimate engineer, has had millions of years to perfect the art of snake hearing. Without ears to collect airborne sound waves, snakes evolved to use their entire bodies as vibration receptors. This adaptation has given them a survival advantage, allowing them to detect prey, predators, and even potential mates. Imagine living in a world where every footstep, rustle, or movement creates a symphony of vibrations. It's like having a sixth sense, but cooler. Their sensitivity to ground vibrations helps them thrive in diverse environments, from deserts to rainforests. Over time, snakes have fine-tuned their hearing to match their hunting and survival strategies, proving once again that evolution doesn't miss a beat, literally. Species Spotlight. The rattlesnake's unique setup. Let's talk about the rattlesnake, nature's overachiever in the world of snake acoustics. Rattlesnakes are equipped with specialized hearing mechanisms that allow them to detect both ground vibrations and airborne sounds. It's like having noise-canceling headphones and a home theater system in one. They also have heat-sensing pits that complement their hearing, giving them a multi-sensory edge in hunting. So, while you're struggling to find your phone in the dark, rattlesnakes are out there detecting a mouse's heartbeat from several feet away. Talk about being extra. This tool detection system is a prime example of how some snake species have pushed the boundaries of sensory evolution. The myth of the deaf snake. For years, people assumed snakes were deaf because they didn't react to loud noises. But here's the plot twist. Snakes are selectively attentive. They don't care about meaningless chatter or random noises. They are tuned into the sounds that matter for survival. It's like they have the ultimate do not disturb mode activated at all times. Scientists have conducted experiments to debunk the myth of the deaf snake, proving that they respond to low-frequency vibrations. So if you've ever yelled at a snake to go away, chances are it just didn't care. After all, they're too busy living their vibration-filled lives to pay attention to human drama. Snake charmers. Who's really being charmed? Snake charmers have fooled us into thinking that cobras sway to the melody of their flutes. Here's the truth. Snakes can't hear the music. What they're responding to is the movement of the flute and the charmer's body. Cobras in particular are highly visual and are drawn to the swaying motion, not the sound. It's like attending a dance party with noise-canceling headphones. You're there for the vibes, not the tunes. Snake charming, while fascinating, is more about human ingenuity and less about musical appreciation from the snake's side. And that's the fascinating story of how snakes hear, without ears, proof that nature is the ultimate innovator. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to hit that like button and make sure to subscribe to our channel for more wild and wonderful content. See you in the next one. Stay curious, stay amazed, and keep feeling the vibrations of knowledge.